The question so many are asking: when will there be pre-orders for ARK Survival Ascended? That's right, survivors, I'm GP, bringing you the latest ARK topics. You've seen people asking that, right? Probably if you browse the Twitter responses to the weekly tweets made by the official ARK Twitter account, and quite often any tweet regarding ARK Ascended's release. Now, I'm not sure why so many people are asking when pre-orders will start, as if this is what is expected to happen. But everything so far is pointing towards there not being any pre-orders of the game, and that you'll most likely have to buy it on the day of release, meaning no pre-downloads either, which always sucks for those that don't have high internet speeds. But what are all these signs pointing towards there not being any pre-orders, and what signs could potentially suggest a very slim possibility of there being some? Well, there's only one sign that I've seen that could signal a very remote possibility of pre-orders happening, so let's cover that one first. If I take you back to the original version of the roadmap back in March this year, you'll remember that the plan was to bundle ARK Ascended with ARK 2. This therefore was going to be a pre-order, specifically for ARK 2, not really of ARK Ascended, and this is because Ascended was due to release end of August, which is the point this bundle was going to be available to purchase. Therefore, this shows that, at least for ARK 2, Wildcard were prepared to do pre-orders. However, there are far more signs pointing towards no pre-orders at all. Besides the fact that Wildcard have never done pre-orders before besides the intended ARK 2 one, early access games on Steam generally very rarely, if ever, are available for pre-order. Now, I'm not saying it's not been done before, but I'm not personally aware of any myself. Also, having had several people point me towards Steam's early access documentation, it clearly states that Steam does not support running pre-orders, although they don't specifically say it isn't possible for early access games, but under their pre-purchase documentation, they do say they tend to find them ineffective, unless it's a heavily anticipated and marketed title, of which ARK Ascended is not quite that, at least not on the marketing side. They also state that they find for most games there's much better success if they wait until release and run with a discount off the product during the first week of sales. And this is exactly what ARK Ascended is actually doing with its price tag of $39.99. But in regards to Wildcard, they have given some pretty big hints that there won't be any pre-orders. Firstly, only a few weeks ago, their product manager, Dolly, was asked about when we can expect a trailer, to which she responded prior to us expecting anyone to part with their money. And on multiple occasions, often in the community crunches, they've said that gameplay won't be showcased until shortly or close to release, and this is something that Wildcard usually does. And with the likelihood that the gameplay will be showcased no more than, I'd say, 2 weeks prior to release, 3 at the most, it leaves very little room to do a pre-order, especially when they've also already given a launch discount from $44.99 down to $39.99. And we all know how Wildcard sometimes like to release trailers on the day things release too, and you can't rule that out when they say shortly before or close to release. There is, however, that very slight chance that when they do showcase a trailer that they could open up pre-orders at that point. But again, there's still nothing suggesting that is what's going to happen, and clearly Steam does not support that. But if any studio is going to be the first on Steam to do pre-orders for early access titles, well, I wouldn't put it past Studio Wildcard, because they did similar things with the Scorched Earth DLC during ARK Survival Evolved's early access. So everything is pointing towards no pre-orders. I don't know if you all think this too, or whether there's something I've missed. I do find it odd why so many people keep asking when pre-orders will be, as if for some reason they are expecting there to be them, even though it's not something Wildcard are known for doing. But do let me know in the comments what you think. And don't forget, we are supposedly between 5 to 9 weeks away from ARK Survival Ascended's highly anticipated release. It's very exciting times. That's all, survivors. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with the ARK news.